I love the East, I love the West, the North and South, they're both the best. But I only go there as a guest, 'cause I love being here with you. I love the sea, I love the shore, I love the rocks and what is more. With you they will never be a bore, 'cause I love being here with you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Way to Grow Shine Celebration Cocktail Hour, or should I say half an hour as the case may be. I'm T. Michael Rambo, and I'll be your host and mixologist for the next half an hour. I've got some tunes to croon and a beverage that will surely make you so swoon. That's right, tonight I'm going to teach you how to make a Shinetini, our signature drink. And to top it all off, I'll be joined by a couple of special guests who will steal your heart. Now, we've got to wrap this up in just about 30 minutes because tonight's program begins promptly at 7 p.m. We know that you joined us this evening in support of Way to Grow, but knowing you're here isn't enough. We also want to see your beautiful faces. So, that being said, take a second to snap off a couple of those I love being here with you happy hour photos and then share them with us at hashtag WTGShine. That's hashtag WTGShine. Basses, band is swinging, I love Ella singing. There's something else you know. They know how to play it, they know how to say it, they'll wind it up and let it go. I love the thrill of New York shows. Woo! Take a peek at Jimmy Duran's big old nose. I have to say before I close, I love being here with you. I love being here with you. I love, being here with you. Love being here with you. You know, good job, man. Let me introduce this man to you. If you don't know him, you will in just a moment. The man at the piano, my friend, and the ever-talented Mr. Thomas West. Good job, Thomas. And pleasure's all mine. Now look who else is here with us tonight. It's an understatement to say that this year has been challenging for everyone, both for the companies that have supported us through the years and for those individuals who have also generously supported our mission. And because of this, we are especially grateful for those who have chosen to boldly step up this year to sponsor this event and our work to equip parents and ensure all children are born healthy, stay healthy, and are ready for school. To these, our incredible and generous sponsors, we want to say thank you. Thank you for making our Shine celebration more than virtual. Thank you for already making it a tremendous success. We truly couldn't do it without you. We also wish to recognize our dynamic design sponsor, Little, and our ambassadors and table hosts, who have helped spread the word and invite all of you cool people to join us tonight. You are all making this evening shine bright like a diamond. The theme of tonight's virtual celebration is Let's Connect. The ability to make connections has never been more important in our lives. Connections to friends and family, to work and to learning, and connections to those in our community who may be feeling isolated. Way to Grow connects with families who need a little help navigating their basic needs right now, helping stabilize homes, connecting families to the resources they need, offering care and support, and working with parents and teachers to ensure little ones will be ready for school. That is truly heartwarming, and those connections are a needed lifeline. You know, Tom, I think it's really important to stay positive amidst all the change we're experiencing. And as the one and only Johnny Mercer so eloquently reminds us, you got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, and have faith. Oh, pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said you better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Oh no, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Accentuate the positive. If you're just joining and tuning in, I'm T. Michael Rambo, hosting the Way to Grow Shine Celebration Cocktail Party. And speaking of cocktails, we have a special cocktail to share with you this evening. It is the Shine Celebration Shinetini. All right. We clearly have all of our ingredients, and if you don't have them, you can download the information on what to get for this Shinetini. But before we get going, before we get into the kitchen or at the bar counter, we want to make sure that we wash our hands, right? Right. And we have the authority on hand washing for the entire Twin Cities to show you how to get it done.
First, dry your hands. And you put soap. And you let go for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then you dry your hands.
Let's stroll. So, now, if you want to make this special drink yourself, you can download our Shinetini signature cocktail recipe on our website at waytogrow.org/shine. Are you ready? Here we go. We start with our favorite Shinetini glass. Do you have one like this? If you don't, well, you'll figure out one that works for you. Next, we want to dampen the rim. We're taking a lime wedge and dampening the rim thusly. You see how I'm taking it across the edge of the glass. Then, after doing so, we want to carefully dip the rim in sugar, like this. You see? And this is a very special pomegranate raspberry sugar. There we go. And doesn't this glass look lovely? I think so. Now, let this set aside for just a moment. Next, we grab our cocktail shaker. We add ice, to liking, and then your favorite vodka. We put in here 1.5 ounces. Well, actually, if it's been a long week and you've been waiting for the Shine celebration to arrive, we say you can add a splash more, like maybe 2 ounces total. Delish. Now, can you hear those ice cubes crackling? Now next comes the 3/4 ounce of your favorite orange liqueur. This here, perfect. We've added this into our shaker. Then 1 ounce of cranberry juice, which we've already done in advance, and we bring that beautiful ruby color to our Shinetini. You squeeze in 2 lime slices or wedges, and after that, we've had our fruit serving for the day, if you will. Now, beautiful people, we shake our Shinetini vigorously. Shake, 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 shake. So everything mixes together, and we chill our cocktail appropriately, like so. Carefully, we pour our cocktail into our Shinetini glass. Oh, look at that beautiful rose color. After pouring it into our lovely glass, we take an orange peel, a twist of orange, like so, getting those orange oils into the beverage. Drop it in thusly, and ladies and gentlemen, you've got your Shinetini. Now, we're gonna set this one aside because for those of us like me who don't drink alcohol, we want the mocktail version. Now, the Shinetini, what it does for me, if it's a mocktail version, we want to similarly get a nice glass, something like this, and we're gonna add to it cranberry juice, a little pineapple juice, and a splash of ginger ale. That splashed more off to the side than in the glass, but that's okay. We then squeeze our wedge of lime and add our orange peel for the twist of orange. And then we have the Shinetini mocktail. Whew, I guess I really am a mixologist. Tonight's virtual event is a fundraiser for Way to Grow. I hope you'll entertain the idea of making a gift tonight to support their amazing work. Way to Grow has been serving our community for over 30 years as innovators delivering effective early education to families who need it the most, especially right now. To make your gift right now, you can click on the green Make a Donation box located under this program screen. It's the green box next to your auction button. We have given levels for everyone, and I hope you'll consider supporting Way to Grow's mission this evening. Later on, you'll learn more about how funds are raised tonight directly support families and children in Minneapolis, Brooklyn Park, and Brooklyn Center. Tonight, we are raising funds to keep our 30-year mission moving forward as Way to Grow equips parents to be their child's #1 teacher, both in school and in life. This work is especially vital right now, with many children accessing school from their homes and parents needing to guide them in distance learning. You know, Tom, our theme tonight is Let's Connect. And to me, staying connected to our communities and our families and connected to our children and their brighter future is the essence of love. In fact, some may say it's the greatest love of all. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I've decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. I want to let you know that there are some spectacular premier items that I've been keeping my eye on. It's not too early to start bidding. To access the auction, click on the blue auction button below. Please bid generously, as every dollar helps ensure that children in our community are ready for school. One unique item is the Minneapolis Guitar Quartet. Enjoy a rare private concert by Minneapolis Guitar Quartet. 4 virtuoso guitarists, Joe, Ben, Maya, and Wade, have captivated audiences throughout the United States, Europe, and Asia with their eclectic programs that span everything from Bach, Piazzolla, to Prince. You can check them out by clicking the blue auction button. Backed by popular demand, we are excited to announce that Chef Terry Johnzilla is back with his delicious catered dining experience that will promise to be a culinary coup. Bid high and often on so many other terrific items. Now, I mentioned at the top of our happy hour that I had a couple of special guests joining me this evening. And I just can't keep them under wraps any longer. Here to steal your hearts and soothe your soul. Please welcome Geraldine and Javita Steele.
Thank you, T. We love you. We appreciate that. You ready, sis? I'm ready. For our babies. Here we go. I hope tomorrow will bring a better you, a better me. I know that we'll show this world we got more we could be. So you should never give up on your hopes and your dreams. You gotta get up, get out, get into it, and get it on to be strong. If we try, we can fly to a whole nother place. All we need is belief and a smile on our face. We can go anywhere we want, any road we decided to take. And we're never, never, never too far from tomorrow today. If tomorrow is light in a place where there's none, we know that this is the time to have faith in a song. You know we're all in this world and we all can belong. We gotta get up, get out, and get into it and get it on to be strong. If we try, we can fly to a place in the sun. All we need is precious dreams and a friend we can trust. We can go anywhere we want, any road we decided to take. And we're never, never, never too far from tomorrow today. Everybody say tomorrow is just for us to share. And we're gonna send a message of love out everywhere. There's a promise of love. Tomorrow has something special, and it's something we know will last and last. Our babies, our greatest resource. can't wait to see what happens. Yes, it looks good, sis. If we try, we can fly to a place in the sun. All we need is precious dreams and a friend we can trust. We can go anywhere we want, any road we decide to take. And we're never, never, never too far from tomorrow, today. Everybody say tomorrow is just for us to share. And we're gonna send a message of love out everywhere. There's a promise of love. Tomorrow has something special, and it's something we know will last and last. Never far away. One thing I can always be sure of, far away. No, never the promise of today.
Thank you, Geraldine. Thank you, Davita. I told you they were going to steal your hearts. Our program will be starting soon, and we'd like to thank you. Thank you for spending time with me and my friend Thomas West. Thank you in advance for your support of Way to Grow. What a difference your donations make, and what a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, oh, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, woo, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find Way to Grow on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Oh, what a difference a day makes. And tonight we thank you. I hope that you've enjoyed our Way to Grow Shine Celebration Cocktail Half Hour. I've enjoyed spending time with you tonight. I'll be back in a bit, joined by our MC Megan Nunquist, and some amazing speakers, Carolyn Smallwood and Doug Baker, and some very special Way to Grow families.
Many say the future may be dark. There's no way, they say, if we don't give them an early start. So let's all connect and shine our light, burning bright all day, lighting the path along the way. No, no, we won't let them fall behind. We'll educate the early mind, for children are glorious. Make sure that they're all prepared. Hey, hey. Take away the doubt so they're not scared. Make them brave, set them free. This is who they're meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here they come. Hey. Marching to the beat they drum. Ready, set, off they go on their way to grow. This is me. Oh, 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 oh. Another day we can't afford to wait. If they're too late, fall behind, we'll find the gap is far too great. If they burst out of the starting gate, reaching for the sun, little warrior. Yeah, that's what they become. No, we won't let them fall behind. We'll educate their early mind. For children are glorious. Make sure that they're all prepared. All prepared. Take away the doubt so they're not scared. Hey, love. Make them brave, set them free. This is who they're meant to be. This is me. Oh, oh, you say. Oh, 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 this is me.
Wow, what a powerful way to get connected and to kick off our virtual gala. Thank you, Geraldine, and thank you, Javito. We look so forward to hearing more from you two coming up a little bit later in our program. Well, this is me. I'm Megan Newquist, and I will be your host this evening. Of course, normally we would be gathered together in a ballroom, but we all know that this is a very different year, and everyone has had to adapt to our new virtual world. And that is why it means more than ever to us that you tuned in tonight, that you're here with us. Your hearts are open wide to hear more about Way to Grow and its vital work with some of the most isolated parents and children in our community, helping to ensure that children are prepared for school and for success in life. Now, we know that some of you attending tonight are longtime supporters of Way to Grow. Please know how grateful we are for your loyal financial support. Way to Grow simply would not be here without you. Your gifts are essential to this urgent work in our community, and I want to encourage you to dig deep tonight. We also know that some of you, you're new to Way to Grow, and we're so happy that you're here too. We know you are eager to learn more about Way to Grow's celebrated work in our community. Way to Grow believes that every child should have an opportunity to succeed in school, to succeed in life, and that the parent is the primary educator. Way to Grow starts early with children because we know that 80% of brain development happens in the first 3 years of life. We want to share with you now just a little piece that we put together to show you what Way to Grow does and why it is so urgent, particularly now.
Nearly 50% of Minnesota's children begin kindergarten not fully prepared to succeed in school. When children are not ready for kindergarten and reading by 3rd grade, they are less likely to graduate from high school. Every child deserves an equal opportunity to succeed in school and in life. When Minnesota's kids have the best possible start, we're all better off. That's why Way to Grow exists. For over 30 years, we've come alongside families who are too often left behind. When a family comes to Way to Grow, we surround them with the support, the resources, and the lifelines they need to overcome challenging obstacles. In their home, through home visits, or with our center-based programming. Our core early learning model covers the first 8 years of a child's life. It includes 5 critical steps that build upon each other to set up children and families for success. We walk with children and families every step of the way, and here's how we do it. Early childhood education. For children ages 0 to 5, our family educators equip parents to take on a teaching role that focuses on child development, health, and school readiness, including literacy and numeracy. Elementary education. We collaborate with school systems in the metro area to provide academic support and help to strengthen parent-teacher relationships. Family support. We assess each family situation and connect them with needed resources like housing, food, clothing, medical, and employment needs. We also help families navigate services, encourage well child checkups, and provide transportation services. A powerful difference in our program is that we match families culture to culture and language to language whenever possible to build trust. Health and wellness education. We provide families with in-home and group-based health education, teaching parents about health and safety as well as prenatal care, well child care, mental health, dental health, and nutrition. DreamTrack's Teen Parenting Program. We ensure teen parents gain effective parenting skills, avoid repeat pregnancies, all while helping them achieve their life goals. By walking side by side with families of all cultures, we build stronger communities for generations to come. At Way to Grow, we are closing the education gap and preparing children and families to succeed. Because after all, every child deserves an equal opportunity to succeed in school and in life, but only with your help. Our framework has remained strong during the COVID-19 pandemic. In March 2020, Way to Grow shifted to virtual home visiting. The need for Way to Grow services is greater than ever before. Maintaining family stability is paramount to ensuring educational progress. During this time, Way to Grow remains committed to addressing the persistent academic achievement gap in Minnesota.
Making the connection, building the bond, and guiding eager minds to learn. Family educators work with parents to create the critical pathway to success for Way to Grow children. They tailor learning to each child's particular needs. And as Tony Allen can attest to, these bonds are strong and can last a lifetime.
One of the families I work with at Way to Grow is Triasia and her son Tyre. This is our 4th year working together. I met the family when Tyre was 4 years old. His main thing was he would just mainly focus on superheroes. He would show me his characters and all of his toys that he had in the house, and we kind of hit it off because I love superhero movies myself, so we kind of talked a little bit and I saw the smile on his face and we kind of bonded at that first time, so it was great. To watch the growth of him from being a pre-K kid to a kindergartner and till now is amazing to see how much growth he has made. Triasia has been a fierce advocate for meeting Tyre's needs at school, and then she's going to school at the same time, and I'm happy to say she did complete her 4-year degree, and now she's doing her master's program, all the while taking care of Tyre and being a co-partner in her mom's business. So wow, she has really turned the leaf. She's doing fantastic for herself and her family. It makes me feel good that I had a small part in helping this family believe in themselves.
My name is Asia Gibbons. I'm from Minneapolis. I have a 9-year-old son, and he has a diagnosis of autism. My first initial connection, they were asking what type of family educator you would like, and things of that nature, kind of like the personality of your child. And my son is quite an alpha male, but he's a gentleman. And I felt at that time the best, the best family educator would be a male. And I specifically asked for a black male because at that time he didn't have anyone, a male presence in the household. And I felt that it was important to show that there is an authoritative figure that is positive in his life and to help me in that kind of realm. and they presented me with Mr. Allen, and the first time he came, they connected like just extremely well. It was just like almost a match made in heaven. We started with the assessment. We went to an assessment to see where he was at, and Mr. Allen came with us and everything, and I kind of found out that there was maybe something going on. We didn't know clearly what, because he knew all his ABCs and colors, but there was just something just socially that wasn't connecting. We were able to get services needed. Mr. Allen was a part of every part of his services, even coming to his IEP, which is an individualized education plan meeting. Mr. Allen would come up with ideas for the teachers and for the paras, and so he was there every step of the way. Me and Mr. Allen structured a plan of how we would begin to use the services to the best for Tyre. It's very important to see that other children, all children deserve that, I guess, just that empowerment that they can do and be whatever they want to be, no matter what circumstances they come from. Without that empowerment, I wouldn't be able to be the mother that I am today. Mr. Allen, I just want to thank you for everything that you have done and shown my son. He grows every time you connect with him in any sort of way. He came from not loving himself to saying he wanted to be just like you. And that was one of the most important things that UCAP could have done for my child, is just having a positive, self-image. And I thank you for everything that you have done. I don't want to let Way to Grow go, or you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Trasia, and thank you, Tahir, for sharing your story with us tonight. And now, please help me welcome a woman whose passion for educational opportunity is prolific, whose mission for early education is simply undeniable and really unshakable. Another Way to Grow hero with us here tonight, our CEO, Carolyn Smallwood.
Good evening. Welcome to Way to Grow's virtual Shine celebration. What a powerful story of Asia Givens working with one of our family educators. I'm Carolyn Smallwood, CEO of Way to Grow. I want to thank all of our sponsors, virtual table hosts, ambassadors, board of directors, production crew, and our wonderful staff who have made this event possible. I also want to thank all of you for tuning in to our program tonight. In 1968, Martin Luther King Jr., in his famous I Have a Dream speech, said, "I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and the dignity, equality, and justice for their spirits." 52 years later, we are at a crossroad in our history where we must join together again as a community and a state to push for equality and social justice for the folks that have been left behind. The founders of Way to Grow believed in equality and justice, and that all families and children should have an equal opportunity to succeed. As an organization, we have worked hard to prepare our families and children to reach their full potential. Using a holistic model where we serve the entire family year-round, Way to Grow has made significant strides toward achieving our founders' vision. Last year, we served 1,700 people. 90% of our children were ready for school. 90% of our K through 3rd children demonstrated growth in reading, and 90% of our parents attended parent-teachers conferences. Now, with the pandemic, our vision is becoming harder to reach. COVID-19 and the recent social unrest have illuminated challenges already experienced by Way to Grow families. As the result of the pandemic, our families are experiencing job loss, evictions, food insecurity, lack of child care, and they have been greatly impacted by school closings. They also have to navigate through virtual learning for their children. With this transition to distant learning, parents are facing hurdles ranging from limited education, lack of access to technology, no supplies, and sometimes an unstable home environment. But there is hope. Way to Grow has an unprecedented opportunity to be a leader and innovator as we pivot to meet the intensified needs of our community. So here's the plan. We must stabilize the homes by connecting families to critical resources, provide access to technology, provide weekly educational home visits with family educators and tutors to support our pre-K and K through 3rd students. Help parents create a learning environment in the home and work with them step by step, and continue working with our local schools and community partners. Time is of the essence to ensure that our children do not fall further behind socially, emotionally, and academically. Early education is one of the key starting points for our children to thrive, so we must find a way to work together. More connects us than separates us. Let's connect through unwavering faith, grace, and love for each other. Invest in what is working. Way to Grow works. We need your support for the next leaders, our children. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Oh, Carolyn, thank you. Thank you so much for your passion, for your powerful message, for your tireless leadership in our community to help ensure that our children are ready for school. I have 2 little ones at home, so I know firsthand just how challenging raising kids can be. Add a pandemic into the mix, you've got parents teaching their children at home, we're navigating distance learning, we're all tech support these days. Listen, families need support now more than ever. So if your heart is feeling the love for this program right now, you can make a gift by clicking on the donate button. It just takes a couple of moments, and I promise you, it will make a huge difference in our neighbors' lives. All right, now we start this project and this program right. We bring in a dear friend of ours, T. Michael Rambo, to really kind of kick things up and get people involved.
Well, thank you, Megan. We're having a great evening, aren't we?
We are.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
dynamic.
excited about it.
Thank you so much. We're here tonight because we know every child deserves an opportunity to succeed in school and life. Our children deserve an opportunity to reach their full potential. Way to Grow helps achieve this powerful vision by working with parents to ensure children are born healthy, stay healthy, have a healthy appetite for learning, and are prepared for school, ready by 3rd grade reading and ready. Tonight, we are here to raise a total of $400,000 to ensure Way to Grow's vital work continues even in this uncertain time. Every year, our Fund a Need is where our generous supporters shine at all levels by raising their bidding paddles to show their commitment and ensure Way to Grow's innovative programs stay strong. This evening, from your home, we ask you to raise your paddle virtually and give as generously as you can. When you're ready to make your gift, simply click the donate button on your screen and you can tell us how much you'd like to give and how you'd like to give. We can do this together. Now, let's get things rolling.
Let's do it.
All right. Our goal right now for the Fund a Need is $150,000. And I'm delighted that we have received a very special gift from a couple who are giving $20,000. That's right, to get the momentum started. Although they wish to be anonymous, I want to share our heartfelt gratitude to these long-term donors for this amazing gift. Thank you. If you're able to join them with your gift of $20,000, please know that your support will make a world of difference for children and families during this especially challenging time. Thank you. Next, at the $10,000 level, we're excited that Paul and Jean Ravitch have stepped up with a gift of $10,000. They want to encourage you to join them right now with your gift of $10,000. Thank you, Paul and Jean. Let me tell you, with $10,000, Way to Grow can provide laptops to families who are in need of technology for their children's homework and for distant learning from school. as well as virtual visits from their Way to Grow family educator. Never before has technology been so critical to children's everyday learning. We can't let kids fall behind and lose ground in their education.
It used to be that we were telling our kids no more tablet time, get off the computers,
Right?
and now with distance learning, they're all having to get their own tablets and computers to kind of keep those brains
Clicking.
sharp while they're
That's
doing
right.
it. Yeah,
And it's so important for them to have those resources.
absolutely.
Well, now we have the $5,000 level. We are so grateful to have received a generous gift at the $5,000 level. We need several gifts at the $5,000 level to reach our goal. Well, let's see what will happen if we move further to the next level. Or perhaps we can consider what you can do at the $2,500 level. That's where you can make a significant difference by providing a full year of home visit service for a family so their children can reach their full potential. Is there a better investment you can make?
I think not.
I think not. You're absolutely right. Next, we have the $1,000 level. This is very powerful. It's a powerful giving level because the first 10 who give $1,000 tonight, their gift will be matched dollar for dollar. That's right.
Double your money.
Double your money. And that's going to happen, as I mentioned earlier, because of Paul and Jean Ravage's generosity tonight. You can double the power of your support by giving $1,000 right now. Now, hey, we can see that our gifts are rolling. We're making some real traction here.
We're not seeing paddles like we saw last year, but
No.
we're seeing tallies on the screen, and that's just as powerful.
Oh, it's just as powerful. Now we have the $500 giving level. Did you know that for $500, Way to Grow can create home libraries for families, bringing books into their home along with other critical resources? Thank you for considering a $500 gift. Or at the $250 giving level, Way to Grow can provide families with basic need resources such as diapers or the hygiene items.
Yeah.
Now, thank you for considering a gift at $250 tonight. Support is also needed at the $100 level and the $50 level. Every dollar given to Way to Grow is cherished and so very much needed. We value you, your donation, and your ongoing support. If we've missed a giving level that speaks to your heart space and your capacity to give, enter that amount and click the donate button to make your gift known right now. Your gift makes what we do grow. Colette will tell you more about this vital work. Colette?
Valentina was one of the first files that I received when I started at Way to Grow. It didn't take very long, first or second visit, when I realized, I think I even said to her, I feel like you're my educator, because she had such insight into the needs of her kids, and she had like the heart or the spirit of an educator. The gift of having a mom who's confident and who knows her strengths. Children see that, and then they feel safe to move forward in directions that they may have otherwise been fearful to go. So I think Way to Grow mostly has been able to give Valentina tools when she needed them, draw her attention to things that she already had when she needed to know that. And so she's moving forward with this level of pride and confidence and this cultural awareness that she is, she's educating her kids, and now they feel strong and they feel powerful and they feel they have a voice. Way to Grow is so helpful in that the relationship we create with the family is priceless.
Colette Fredrickson is my Way to Grow worker. We met about 9 years ago. She has been our family educator that's worked with all 4 of my children. Colette is a really important person in our lives. She's taught us so much as a family and individually. So she's more than just a family educator. She's like family to us. I grew up in an environment where education was not really promoted, so to speak. My mom didn't go to college. She didn't graduate from high school. I didn't graduate from high school. I did end up obtaining my GED, but programs like Way to Grow has really instilled and kind of been that missing link in my life to say, like, it's really, really important for children to be supported, parents to be supported, and the importance of education. So I know that it's helped my children learning the things that they've learned, but also I think giving me the confidence and the freedom to make choices in education and advocate for myself, because I think in systems sometimes, coming from like where I've come from in my background, where I'm used to like not having a voice, having someone like Colette work with me and really kind of build that confidence up and advocate for me at times, but also teach me how to advocate for myself and my children. I grew up in a home where there was a lot of substance abuse and things like that. I was also a ward of the state, so I went from family members to foster homes and stuff like that. And so when I think about where I'm at as a parent, but also the life that I'm able to give my children, and I see that they're not going to know the same struggles that I've known, I see confidence, I think hope, I think the normalcy of them being able to have a different life. Colette, thank you for coming into our lives, for being a blessing in my life, and for everything that you've given me and my children, the hope and the courage, the confidence, and the skills that you've given my family. Miigwech, in case you didn't know, that means thank you in Ojibwe.
Hey, good evening. I'm Doug Baker, Chairman and CEO of Ecolab, and I'm happy to be with you tonight, even if it is virtual, because I want to talk about something that I care about deeply: the fundamental importance of early childhood education in our community, and the vitally important work of Way to Grow, as we can see clearly in Valentina's story. Now, I don't have to tell you that we're living through unbelievable times. We have COVID-19, we had George Floyd and the spotlight on racial and social justice, which is way overdue. And it's abundantly clear that if we're going to get through these issues, we're going to do it together. Now, we've known about these risks for a long time. We knew another pandemic would come eventually. But honestly, humans are never good at dealing with episodic risks that occur every 100 years. But we don't have that excuse when it comes to the achievement gap. This is one of the most important underlying factors driving our income inequality and other challenges in our society. And this has been around for a long period of time. So we know we're all connected, and everyone has a stake in seeing our country overcome both the pandemic and the persistent effects of racial inequity and inequality that impact communities across Minnesota and beyond. Because if you think about it, our society is really at a turning point. And when we're at one of these inflection points, you end up with two choices. Either get after it and get after it in a way that makes things better, or if you ignore it, things automatically get worse. Now, to me, I don't think we have any choice. So personally, this has been a real wake-up call. And for me, I've recognized that to be anti-racist requires more than just the right beliefs. It requires a decision to get involved. So we're taking action, of course, within our company at Ecolab, but we also know that we can't create a healthy culture within our company if we ignore injustice outside. So that means we need to get involved in ways we never have before. Now, I'm not alone. 28 other local CEOs are also focused on driving change in Minneapolis-St. Paul. We have a spotlight on our community right now. That means our collective action here can have a national impact. And our CEO group has really decided to focus on three key areas: police reform, education, and economic inclusiveness. Now, education is foundational to driving lasting change, and early childhood education is the most important part of this. Our CEO group is focused, therefore, on making sure that the 0 to 5-year-old programs have the right support and the right funding and the policy changes needed to make it happen. We also are focused on making sure that school choice policies in partnership with the Black communities are in place. We also want to fund parents and children to enable school choice going forward. This means scholarships that follow children. And we also need to make sure that we understand this is a big challenge. If you look at the national statistics on achievement gap, we understand that only 1 in 5 Black 4th graders are reading at grade level. 45% of Black students receive no formal education beyond high school. And you know what? It's even worse in Minnesota. In a national comparison of graduation rates, Minnesota ranks in the bottom half of states. By racial and ethnic group, Minnesota ranks 50th for Black and Hispanic students. There's only 50 states. We're dead last. Yes, early childhood education is primarily the responsibility of parents. But for all the reasons I mentioned earlier, if parents have limited resource and limited education themselves, they need assistance. And there are many ways to support early education. However, we really have to focus on what works. And over the last several years, Way to Grow's early education program and K to 3rd grade home visiting model, it's the coupling of the two, has been absolutely instrumental in fighting to close the educational gap for the most underserved children in our community. Way to Grow's efforts are working, and they have the metrics to prove it. So when kids are supported early in life, they're better prepared for future success. And we all do better when we all do better. So you can make a difference. You can volunteer, donate your time, get involved in the community. It's worthwhile, it's needed. You can also support legislation that supports the availability of childcare. Write to your representatives to support a childcare stabilization fund that would include direct grants to both center-based and home-based childcare providers. This ensures that as Americans transition back to work, childcare is available. You can also educate your children about the realities of racial and social injustice. Julie and I have had lots of conversations with our kids. We've learned a lot. You can also provide financial support. We have to invest in what works. Beating all odds, last year, 90% of Way to Grow children were deemed ready for school. Now that's progress. Tonight, we're trying to raise over $400,000 to support quality early childhood education in our local community. I really hope that you'll join me and my wife, Julie, in giving as generously as you can. You know, I've talked to my company a number of times since the pandemic began, and then after George Floyd's tragic death. And we've talked about how we are living history. It's not often very comfortable, but it's very important to think through, how do you want to be known? How do you want to step up during this period of time? And when we all reflect back to this point in time, how are we going to think about the actions we took? It's important to me that I stand proud of what steps we took individually, as a company collectively, and as a community broadly. I want to be proud of what we did. This community needs us more than ever. It needs all of us to step up. It needs us to step up with volunteer time, but it also needs us to step up financially. If we want a better world and a stronger community, this is the time to make the difference. So I appreciate everything that you're doing, and I hope you all do more. And with that, let me turn it back to you, Megan.
Thank you, Doug. Clearly, there is still a lot of work ahead of us, but there is something that each and every one of us can do right now to make a difference. And I'd like to welcome back our good friend T. Michael for the moment that we know you've all been waiting for, the fun and the fascinating items in our Way to Grow's premiere auction. Are you ready to start things off?
Let's get this going. Let's do it.
All right, I've got the first auction item. Are you ready? We have an escape to a handsome log cabin in Pequot Lakes. With the Cree Bay Sunset Retreat 3-day weekend getaway, you can relax in lake country with up to 13 of your closest friends. You get a 5-bedroom, 4-bath lake home. You'll have a private dock. You get a deck, a full kitchen, a cozy living room, a game room for the kids, as well as Pelican Lake, all to explore.
Next, we have a Badlands ATV tour for two, where you hop onto a Polaris 4-seater ATV with a professional guide, ride through Ponderosa Pines, explore ancient lava flows, and climb a 1,600-foot summit of Fuzztail Buttes for breathtaking views of the Cascades and Three Sisters. Hotel included. A wonderful adventure for you and while you're supporting Way to Grow the whole time.
The adrenaline junkie in me.
You liking that
That
one?
is right up my alley. I would love that. Absolutely. Well, make sure that you bid generously because there is an Italian wine tasting and it's backed by popular demand. You've loved it before, so we have it again. Your party of 10 will gather in a quaint little Orno barn where you are going to be guided through a tasting of 8 exceptional Italian wines by a local wine steward. You get a catered meal, you get expert wine tasting tips and desserts from Rose Street Patisserie 46. Whew.
And for those learning how to cook, our virtual cooking classes for 10 teaches you how to prepare a marvelous meal. You choose the signature dish, receive your shopping list of ingredients, and a top chef from the Michelin star restaurant walks you through the cooking process and techniques in your own kitchen. Moroccan chicken or roasted salmon with risotto, it's up to you.
Plus, there's a private concert. Have you heard about these other items? You've got Minneapolis Guitar Quartet. There's a Tuscan culinary escape. Bachman's is offering a landscaping package and the ever-popular In-Home Party by Terry John Zila. You and 10 guests will enjoy a night of delicious appetizers and drinks. And the best part is you won't even have to lift a finger. In the comfort of your own home, celebrated local chef Terry John Zila and a professional mixologist will create an evening to remember of scrumptious tastes and sips. Terry is known, by the way, for his beautifully handcrafted meals. So I hope that you'll take a couple of moments after the program to check out all of these auction items and to place your bids. The auction, by the way, will remain open until 8:15 tonight. I don't have my watch on, but I know that's coming up.
The time is fleeting, I know. Time is fleeting, folks, so jump in, people.
Yeah, we want to thank, of course, Doug Baker, our Way to Grow family educators, and our courageous families for sharing their stories with us this evening. And, of course, to our donors and to our sponsors, those who have already given and those who will be given this evening and in the future. We simply could not do this without you. You have our sincerest thanks. Team Michael, any last thoughts?
Well, I want to echo your sentiment, of course, and just thank everyone so very much. We've got to do this together, knowing that someone has your back, or in this case, your backpack. Well, it connects us, gives us hope, and lets us have our light shine. To conclude this remarkable evening, I want to welcome back 2 friends of mine, Geraldine and Javita Steele. Ladies.
Thank you, T. We love you. Well done, darling. Listen here. Come on, sis. Don't you ever be shy. Lean on me when times get bad. When the day comes and you're down in a river of trouble, about to drown. Said, hold on. Hey, I'm coming. Yeah. Hold on. Said, I'm coming. Listen, I'm on my way. Your friend. And I'll be there till the end. Don't have to worry, baby, 'cause I'm here. No need to suffer, 'cause I'm near. Just hold on. Hey, said I'm coming, yeah. Hold on, well, I'm coming. Say it again. Hold on, well, I'm coming, yeah. Just hold on. Hey, I'm coming. Come on, sis. All right, now, listen up. Reach out to me for satisfaction. Ha. Call my name for some quick reaction. Yeah. Oh, my. Hey. Woo. Everybody put your hands together for me. Don't you ever be sad. Lean on me when time yeah. Hey, hold on, yeah, I'm coming. you.